Hey guys, I'm here to address the hate. I can't believe I made a terrible mistake, like making that video on Lufa. Ever since then, I've been getting hate comments. You know, okay, enough joking. Um, no hate to anyone. Like genuinely, everyone holds their own different values and opinions and whatnot. I couldn't care less what anyone else thinks. Genuinely, but I'm getting some hate right now, and I want to address that. So, basically, this started with the last video, I think it was, where I was talking about Lufa and Mutaha. Lufa was attacking Mutaha personally. I was like, hey dude, that's not cool. Let's make fun of this guy. So I made fun of the guy. And now I've got people in my comments saying shit like, no, you don't understand, Muta, he bought the Nintendo Switch too. That's the exact thing I said I don't care about. I don't care if he bought the Nintendo Switch too. It's his money. Like, unemployment, maybe? Again, I mean no personal, you know, beef with anyone. And maybe showing, because I'm going to show screenshots. I'm going to show receipt and evidence. These men are saying my English is wrong. Perfectly fine. What I'm chalking up to is a language barrier. Yes, we speak English, but you guys speak American English, and I don't. I speak English. English. Well, I forgot what I was going to say there. But I speak English. So, let's address the first point. Okay, so this is the first thing I want to point out. Okay, let me read it. Kage, I don't know where you learned English, but you definitely don't know the meaning of the word hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, noun. The practice, you can read that. Here, this is what I care about. Source, the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, 5th edition. Now, I don't know if my accent gives it away, but I'm about to reveal a secret to you. I'm British. Why the hell do I care about what your American dictionary says? Like, hello? Like, can we be serious here? I don't care what your American dictionary says. I'm speaking from the Oxford Dictionary. Now, I said hypocrisy. Well, I just looked at the definition and then said that's not what that means. For me, at least, that's not what that means. And I proceeded to show a photo. So here, this is what I showed him, or this is what I looked at. This is where I got my definition from. You know, the wrong English, as they're calling it. So that's my definition, you know. Oxford languages, Oxford, an English dictionary. Again, this is what the English definition is for, I guess British dictionaries, because I guess we're differentiating from like country to country or whatnot. So that's my definition. That's exactly what I said to them, and they're saying my English is wrong. I looked at the dictionary exactly as you told me to. That's not what that means. You should probably go look at a dictionary. I don't know where you learned English from. Like, there's ways to say, hey, this is not what it means without the snide comments. The reason I'm taking this semi-seriously is because they've kind of tried to make me seem stupid, which is all fine and dandy, but I'm not wrong. That's exactly what I said to them. I said, or something about being noble. I kind of just copy and pasted the definition because, I didn't even know what that word meant. So I had to look it up. I looked it up, and that's what it gave me. Again, I don't care about your American dictionary. I'm British. Why would I recite an American dictionary? Like, can we be for real? Like, is that so hard to understand that I don't care about the American dictionary? Besides, that's not even what the point was about. The point of the video that they're hating on is how Lufa was making fun of Mutaha. I think I already said this, but I'm going to say it again because just why not? Because it seems like the point hasn't gotten across. So I just have to keep repeating myself until someone gets it. The point of the video was to show Lufa specifically how he's making fun of Mutaha personally, making personal insult to Mutaha because he decided to buy a Nintendo Switch. It's not that serious. Can we be for real right now? It's not that serious. I'm getting dislikes on my video. Doesn't seem like much, but when my fucking metric on YouTube is saying like fucking 20% of people like this video, and then it's like 2 niggas liked it and then like 20 people have disliked it. That's an exaggeration. 20 people have disliked it, but like, you know, I'm obviously gonna see that and go, okay, what's the problem here? And again, I don't care enough to like go, no, you're wrong. The first thing I thought when they're talking about their dictionary, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's a language barrier. The first thing they want to say to me is, oh, where did you learn your English from? It's wrong. Can you guys like be for real? Can we speak about this like adults? You don't have to call me wrong because I'm not. I just showed you. I'm not wrong. You guys told me to look at a dictionary, so I did. I found that definition. It's not the definition that you have, and now it's wrong. It's not wrong, it's just different. And it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So I could look into the words specifically and see if they mean the same thing. I'm not going to though. I just wanted to highlight how kind of silly this all is. Let's move on to the next comment, shall we? Okay, this is the next little nugget in this fucking mining expedition. Kage, that's not what hypocrisy means, bro. I know, I said I'm gonna move on to a different point, but this is a different point, just wait. It gets good. Hypocrisy is when you do something or say something that contradicts something you said or did in the past. For example, like if I tell everyone that Sony is a horrible company, that we should not support them, they go ahead and buy something like a PS5 Pro, then I am being hypocritical. No you're not. That's a virtue signal. And I have proof. Again. The craziest part is, in a couple posts before this, I might show the photo now, maybe, I was affirming these guys. I was like, maybe you don't mean hypercritical or hypothetical, I can't even remember the word now. Maybe you don't mean that word. Maybe you mean this word, virtue signaling. You know, when you say something publicly but privately, you mean something else. That's just a blanket definition. It means a tiny bit more than that. When you hold an idea or an ideology that you don't actually follow, but you only promote that idea or ideology to get brownie points, basically. You know, that's virtue signaling. That's what he said. No, that's what the guy in the comment said. If I say Sony's a bad company, then go buy a, you know, PS5. That's a virtue signal. No, you're virtue signaling. You're publicly saying that we shouldn't do something, then you go ahead and do it anyway. Your private view is different from your public view. You only do the public view to get brownie points or, you know, like whatnot. I'm going to put the definition on screen now, but that's another point. So that's virtue signal, again, from the Oxford Dictionary. I'm not looking at no American languages dictionary about American heritage. Like, bro, I don't care. Like, bro, I don't know how many times I have to say this for these guys to understand, or anyone to understand, really. The video was not about Nintendo. The video was about Lufa making fun of Mutaha on a personal level. So how the hell did it devolve into this, where everyone's talking about, oh no, this is what he did? Okay, good for him. He bought a Nintendo Switch with his own money. Again, I'm just listening to what these guys are saying. I haven't watched the video. They haven't pointed me in the direction where he said this. They're just saying, no. Mutaha said that he won't buy a Nintendo Switch and that we shouldn't buy a Nintendo Switch either. No proof. Maybe there is proof. Again, I don't care. Why am I going to search out for something I don't care about? I'm just making this video because, like, I think it's quite funny, actually. Like, again, I don't dislike anyone personally. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again, and some people are probably getting tired of it. But I have to repeat myself to these absolute babies. Otherwise, it won't get through that thick skull of theirs. You know, the American way is the only way. Like, that's not what they said, but, you know, that's what it feels like. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next time now. Okay, bonus one. It's this one, you know. I was telling this guy, I'm not a Mutaha watcher. I don't care about Mutaha. I thought Lufa, he was the main topic of the video. And, you know, it was a video about Mutaha and Nintendo. Don't watch Mutaha. Again, I have to say again, I don't watch Mutaha. So, when you're talking about, oh, Mutaha won't buy it because he doesn't physically own the games, then, you know, fair enough, valid point. But he goes and buys it, and guess what he buys? He buys Cyberpunk, which is a game he can physically own. So if he wasn't gonna buy it because he can't own physical games, he bought it, and he didn't buy like one of those like cases that gives you the code. He bought Cyberpunk, a game that comes on an actual card. So even then, is it that serious? Like, my main point of this video isn't to just reiterate the points of those. It's more to just look at these guys and say, wow, look how serious they are, you know? Again, they bought up the hypercritical, no, what's it called? Fuck. I think I'm saying it correctly, I just don't know. But, they bought this up, and I simply just responded with, that's not what that means. This is what that means, and this is what you guys are saying. They can't make the simple connection in their head, like I did, saying, okay, maybe it's a language barrier, you know, just a differences of wording, if you will. Nah, they just fully chucked it up to, you learnt your English from fucking cavemen writing on walls. You know, you looked in the African scriptures of like fucking Babylon, the fall of Babylon. You know, I was reading some crazy historical book where they weren't using like modern English. And you know, that's where I learned my English from. I learned my English from Neanderthals, even though they didn't speak English. You know, so I thought, you know, it was just kind of crazy. I didn't expect to just open up Studio and see, oh, I'm getting so many comments and so many people calling me, saying, well, they're not calling me names, they're just saying that my English is bad. Okay, good for you. You told me my English is bad, and I made this video to prove that it's not as bad as you think. You know, this hurt my ego a little bit, you know? I saw that my video was doing well, I'm like, oh my god, look at this, I got like 200 views. My video went from 50 views to 200 views, and I'm seeing all these hate comments, I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck's going on now? What did I do? Did I shit in someone's cereal? Like, you know? Again, I'm not taking this too seriously. I think you can tell. I think I just wanted to address my English isn't good, or where am I getting these sources from? You know, where's the source, bro? You know, source my ass. I just really wanted to kind of give a source, and you know, make an 11-minute video. Only Kage can turn a like 1-minute sentence into like a fucking 11-minute video, 12-minute video. Anyway, that's it. Like and subscribe so I can prove these stupid dickheads wrong. I said dickheads like the Americans. It's dickhead. Like, you know, you dickhead. No, I'm joking. I'm just rambling at this point. See ya. Like and subscribe. See ya.